Ripple enters stablecoin fray with US dollar pegged token. So Ripple, known for the XRP ledger, is launching its own stablecoin pegged to the US dollar, aiming to tap into the growing stablecoin market. The token, backed by US dollar deposits and treasuries, will be deployed on the XRP ledger and Ethereum blockchain.
Yeah, look, I'm almost surprised that Ripple is doing this while they have this fight going on with SEC. But it might be interesting, but the question is how the uptake is. I think Ripple, they've definitely been behind the race in terms of getting user base like onto the blockchain. For the most part, I mean, they've had some apparently promising use cases for interbank transfers, because when they were launched, they were very much focused on speed and this interbank transaction sort of idea. You know, they have some limited smart contract capability. Definitely nothing as flexible as the likes of Ethereum or Solana or whatever. But they often like to say that they do have smart contract capability. They are fast. There are some concerns with centralization, but in that sense, it's really no worse than Solana. So they say that theoretically, they can become a hub for DeFi applications and whatnot as well. And I think that's why they're trying to garner more of this market share by issuing their own stablecoins. That went pretty well for USDT when they launched. From my perspective, I'm not seeing anything that really stands out. They say things like 100% backed by US dollar deposits, short-term US government treasuries, other cash equivalents. That's really what USDT is supposed to do as well as USDC. It's always cash and cash equivalents. In that sense, I can't see them doing anything better than the current options. So I think they're going to have a bit of an uphill battle to take market share away from USDT and USDC. But on the same token, rising tide will lift all boats. So if crypto keeps going up, they don't need to take that much away from the others. All they need is maybe if they manage to capture even 5 or 10% of a market that's growing so rapidly over the next few years, that they might well still carve out their own space by doing that. And I think that's really what they're after at this point. They don't want to be too far behind the race.
Yeah, I mean, one thing Ripple has, which I've never really understood why, is a loyal user base. You know, they've consistently, through thick and thin, always had a lot of support, you know, on crypto Twitter and elsewhere. I admit it's not a project that I've followed closely. I have some concerns about what I know about the project. But like you say, they are very much behind the eight ball in terms of releasing a stable coin, and particularly when it's going to be a centralized stable coin, just like USDT and USDC. But it brings up another discussion about, okay, what are the benefits of a centralized stablecoin versus a decentralized stablecoin, and or decentralized stable asset that's not necessarily pegged to any fiat currency. I think there's a place for both. As the pie grows, then as long as you've got some slice of the pie, then you know you're going to have growth and you're going to potentially do very well. I'm not sure what the adoption will be with Ripple. I can't really see it coming anywhere close to Tether or USDC at this point, with the ongoing dark cloud of its legal troubles with the SEC. You know, I think it's going to be difficult for major crypto businesses, and for that matter, you know, any institutions or institutional investors to really back this new stablecoin.